Hey, what's going on, everybody? I am J.A. Dudley, and all nice and sweaty and dirty, carrying rocks and other things over here, getting prepared for Sukkot, which is going to be awesome. People started showing up already, which is great, and we're just putting in the final touches of everything that we got to do. Welcoming everyone that made the trip to come out here to celebrate with us. And I also have some things I still have to get done of my own. I got my spot picked out from my tent. It's actually where Noelle and I, when baby Essex was still in her belly last year, we stayed in the van. It's going to be right over there, but just going to bring the new tent over because our last one got destroyed in a storm. And what was that, in late December, early January? It was snowing a little bit out here, completely destroyed the tent. But that's all irrelevant. Just happy memories, just joyous occasion, and just thinking about what just passed, the Day of Atonement. Last year, I did the Day of Atonement. I was on the truck. I was still trying to understand what it was that I needed to do and why, because I was mostly at peace with myself, and I was so focused on everything that I was doing, I didn't have a chance to think about any wrongdoings that I did last year, or how I treated anyone, or anything like that. It was mostly rushing around, trying to get things done, saying, sticking to my plans of getting out of New Jersey and actually accomplishing them, getting rid of the house. But you all, if you've been following for a while, you would have seen that video talking about that. This Day of Atonement was one of peace. I didn't have many things that I was able to see that I could atone for. It was mostly from the past year, because everything was great. I felt blessed. I My wife and I grew closer. We had our baby. Everything was just working out so perfect. So I was trying to think of things that I could atone for, or things that I could ask of forgiveness for myself, or give forgiveness to others. I think that it is the only thing that I could really think about is me ignoring my sister because of how our communication ended. So I didn't reach out or anything, because I don't know if any growth came on her part. But I prayed for her to continue to open her eyes to her negative thoughts based off of skin color. I also had my thoughts about many family members that I didn't care to say goodbye to. We just got in the van and left. If they followed me on any social media, they found out where I was, but I didn't tell them or anything like that. I still haven't spoken to pretty much all of them. I don't know if they care or anything like that, but I I thought about their negative mindset that was being flourished by the different communities that they were a part of, and as blessed that they are, they still felt as though that they were being oppressed. Why? Because the color of their skin, which is highly untrue. If they, for the time that I did interact with them, I would show them around the world what oppression looks like and how blessed that they have it. The little straw man issues that they have, they couldn't. They would put things towards the color of their skin when it was just a situation that happened. People that I used to be very close with, the exact same thing. I told them a few years ago. They spoke about situations that I was involved in, and they called racism on it. It's like, well, no, a police officer holding us at gunpoint was not because of our skin color. It was because I was driving 150 miles per hour in a 65 mile an hour zone, or I'm doing 90 miles per hour in a township where the speed limit was 25, maybe 35 at the most. And I'll talk about that story in another video. But my atonement is for the peace of mind that I felt with giving up on trying to educate people. I felt like, well, you know what? I'm tired of dealing with it. They don't want to get it through their heads, or they'll pop up with a little inkling of intelligence, but then it all goes downhill from there. I forgave myself for giving up on them and prayed for them to wake up, open their eyes. Hopefully they'll see the example that I'm leading by and guiding my family to then give them the opportunity to wake up and guide their family in the same light. Even before I was walking in the faith, I was still a person of everybody's just people. If you're a good person, you're a good person. If you're a bad person, you're a bad person, and you will be treated and dealt with accordingly. So it had nothing to do with skin color or anything like that. It was just who you were as a person, and that's something that is lost on people today. They talk about history and put themselves in the loser column. They should see how good they have it, no matter what it is that they're going through, and see the blessings that they have. Whether they had some issues in the past, look at where you are now, what you're able to do now, and the people that you're able to touch. We all have children now. Are you going to treat your children and tell them or indoctrinate them that they're a victim? No, not at all. I'm not. But if that's something that you choose to do, you're not breaking the cycle that you claim that you want to break. You're just perpetuating that cycle. And you need to talk to the Father, find some peace within yourself, and atone for your wicked ways. Wake up, people. Shalom.